Hey my friends, I appreciate you stopping in. I am the only game reviewer where the score doesn't matter. You heard that right. Score means absolutely nothing. Just like your privacy when you start having babies running around the house. You can forget about it. And kids, just a fair warning, do not go in that bathroom door if it's closed. You know what I'm saying? You cannot unsee that which has been seen. So, that's a fair warning from me. But y'all sit back in that chair and get ready to enjoy the show, because this is Gracious Judgment. Ubisoft finally decides to take a shot at the PlayStation VR market with Eagle Flight. Now this is the first of 2 titles that they plan on releasing in the next few months. They're going to do Werewolves Within on December 6th, which I plan on reviewing as well. But right now, it's Eagle Flight. And let me tell you, it's interesting. I was not really sure what to expect out of this game. Performance-wise, the graphics aren't the best, just to be completely honest. And the frame rates do have a hard time keeping up when you're turning at an extremely fast pace, which sometimes this game requires. If you do a hard cut left or right, there's a good chance your frames are going to drop. It's not going to drop 30 at a time, but you're going to notice the difference. Which leads me to the turning. It was just me, honestly. I'm sure there are people out there that have no issue with this at all. But my neck had a hard time going where it needed to go to turn at some of the severe turns these things was making you do. It got a little difficult for me, but I did still enjoy the game. It does a good job at immersing you into the world, which is Paris, by the way. If you did not know, it has you flying over Paris, which is very beautiful. Actually, I almost wanted to play Assassin's Creed Unity after seeing that. I'm sure it's fixed now, so I'd love to play it again. But it does a good job at immersing you. Now, if you're seeing it on the screen, you are not going to see the same thing that you're seeing if you're actually wearing the headset. On the screen, you may just see the eyebrow of the eagle, but when you're actually wearing the headset, you're seeing the beak and everything. And it's really cool. They do a good job when it comes to the immersiveness. And then, of course, it wouldn't be an Ubisoft game if you didn't have little things that you could go around and collect.
There we go. Ah, feathers and fish we can get. An eagle's dream.
One thing I do want to get into is the UI of the game. It's simple and it's easy. And that's a good thing. It needed to be. I mean, there's not a lot of options here. You got like 3 options of stuff you can do. First thing, free roam. Fly around Paris, living free and easy, doing what you want because you are a bald eagle. Second is the story. Now the story is short. If you don't care about being a completionist and competing against people on the leaderboards, it's only going to take you an hour to an hour and a half to beat. Like I said, there's 23 missions, and it'll take you 1 minute to 3 minutes to complete. And what you kind of do going along the story is you're just living the life of an eagle. From birth, not to death. They don't kill the eagle, don't worry guys. But you do go throughout the path of an eagle. Don't want to get too much into it, but just as an example, just learning the fly, stuff like that. But what you do throughout, what they really kind of mix it with, you're doing like a time trial, just flying through rings on a certain set path that they've laid out for you. And they do try to mix it up, with having you just collect certain things as you're flying across the water, stuff like that. And maybe even fighting a falcon or 2. But for the most part, it's all the same gameplay. If you're looking for diversity when it comes to mixing some things up while you're playing, it's not here. It's all the same thing.
Gracious says no, 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 no. Get away from my woman! Oh shoot! They just killed themselves. Oh, nice.
Though if you're looking for a game that you can just kind of relax and hang out in, this isn't a bad choice, really. Like, I was just sitting there in free roam, relaxing, not really worrying about going fast, just making my way and doing what I wanted. And I mean, it was kind of fun, and it was relaxing. Now, I'm a competitive person, so I wanted to get really good on the leaderboards, but I'll tell you what, I almost broke my neck trying to do it because of how fast I was having to turn, and then where it was, I don't know, it's like the sensor was losing where my head was at when I would turn. Like, it wouldn't register, so then I would turn more, and it just got to the point where I was going to crash because I can only turn my head so freaking far. So that got a little frustrating to me, but that was only when I was really trying to compete and get the top spots. But one of the fun things I did find was when you are going through the store, you get, anywhere from 1 to 3 stars. And, once you build up your stars, you unlock expert missions. Now, the expert missions, I thought were a lot of fun. They're the same type of gameplay, so there's no diversity there, but it just has you doing harder courses, going through tighter spaces. And I mean, I don't know how some people would do this. Like, props to you if you're in the top 20, really. I mean, it was freaking hard. Then we come to my favorite part of the game. I enjoyed this a lot. The only unfortunate thing is that the PvP had one game mode. That's it. It's a capture the flag. You go get a dead carcass and you gotta bring it back to your nest and try not to get killed by the other team. That was a blast to do. I had a lot of fun doing that. The only unfortunate thing is that was the only game mode that was given. So if you don't like capture the flag, it's kind of tough luck, man. But the multiplayer was fun.
Oh man, I'm kind of nervous. It's my first game. Yeah. Oh, he can see me? That's awesome. How cool is that? Oh, come on. There we go. Let's do this. Oh gosh. I am oh wow. This is nerve-wracking, man. That's a gun for you. This is gonna make me sick. Hi. That was my first game, man. We'll get it next time, though. Yeah. There you go.
The combat I actually did enjoy in this game. It was fun. It was simple, but it was really fun. They even gave you skills to attack each other. You got a defensive shield, which really you can use for offense too. If you throw the shield up and then plow right into an enemy falcon or eagle, they're going down. And then you got the screeches that you could shoot out of your mouth as you're trying to predict their movements and have them fly into it as you shoot it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, surprisingly. But I guess my only complaint with the game is that there's not a lot there at all. It's about the same amount of content as Until Dawn Rush of Blood and Batman VR have. It's just the only thing it offers is the PvP, which if you really like it and you can play it for a long time, you're fine. But if you don't really care about the PvP, you're going to pay $40 for an hour and a half, roughly, story. To me, that starts to be on the borderline of not being worth it. You know, you can make your own decision about it, but for me, if I didn't review games and I seen a review but said that, I probably wouldn't. You know, I don't know why they had it cost that much. I don't know if it's just because where there's online PvP, you know, they got to make money to keep the server going. I don't know why. That's the only thing I could really think of when I was sitting there writing out this script trying to figure it out, because I had no idea. For what the game offered, it did seem a little overpriced. I was thinking maybe more along the lines of a $25 game, even $30 if you really want to get technical with it, because you know, where they did add the PvP. That is a little more than Rush of Blood. But overall, there's not a lot of content. I was done with this game very, very quickly. But it was fun. So it's up to you what you want with the game. If I want to give it a score, I'll give it a 1.75 million just because I can. I don't care. But you all take care. You have a good week. I'm actually going to go pick up Dishonored 2 here in like 6 or 7 hours. So you always remember, game with grace.